Hey everyone, it's the Hey Poopy podcast. What that booty do from poop to pleasure to health. Hosted by me, Dave.
And me, Ellen. Two curious people removing the stigma from your stinker. And why do Dave and I want to do this? Because we love laughing and learning about butts and helping them to be the best that they can be. And on today's episode, it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, you know the song.
We can make it if we try.
Yeah, we're like the fabulous duo.
The Dynamic Poo-O.
Dynamic Poo-O. I like that. Yes, we were Sans guests, so we had a lot of stuff we wanted to talk about that we've been chomping at the bit and just couldn't really crowbar it into a guest episode, so we went solo.
Yeah, we had some emailed in stories that were fantastic.
Yes.
We had a story from a good friend of mine who went to Fist Fest that I kind of reiterated.
Yes. I still think we should do a reenactment of that. That'd be pretty funny.
I would like to go to Fist Fest as press in the future. We also talked about the Blue Poop Challenge, which I know we've talked about a lot recently, but we had a good friend of mine who needs to come on the show, did something special, so wait till you hear about that.
Yes.
Or maybe you could hear about that in this clip. But I have a Dom friend of mine who we need to bring on this show, Majesty May. I wrote to her and I was like, dude, you gotta do this Blue Poop Challenge, because she has the kind of digestive tract that Dave has, where she eats something and poop comes out like 30 minutes later. So anyway, she did the Blue Poop Challenge, was posting about it, giving us props, which thank you, Majesty May.
Yeah.
Then one of her clients was like, oh my God, you're going to poop blue. I want to buy this poop from you. Then she had another client say, I want to buy it too.
Damn.
Then she had a third client said, let's get in on this. And she had a bidding war.
For her blue shit.
For her blue shit. And I'm going to tell you how much she made.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. I need to know how much.
Final bid closed at $1,150.
Oh, that's a lot for blue shit. Ugh. So you'll hear more like that if you keep listening. And you find out about my home gut microbiome test,
which was very interesting.
And then the upcoming butthole lightning, which I'll just leave it at that.
Butthole lightning.
Yeah, we touched upon that a little bit.
Oh.
I mean, that's like a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
That's coming out later, but it's a little teaser.
Yes. And if you want to know more about the Blue Poop Challenge, we may be possibly posting our blue poops on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Because we are not quite sure that anybody is ready to see what Dave and I created. But we may put it behind a paywall. So come support us in our blue shit so we can make more muffins.
Yeah. Speaking of blue, the microphone I'm on right now has a blue windsock on it. So it's making me, I'm flashing back to that.
Is it triggering?
No, but it's definitely, I feel like I'm looking at my shit. It was the same color pretty much. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss that.
Yes. So you'll never be bored by the two of us. I mean, like, we never need a guest again.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit news out there and shit things to talk about. So we did that and you can hear all about it.
Yes.
So on to the shit show.
Hey, Poopy, how you doing? Hey, Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey, Poopy, how you doing? Hey, Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
Hey, welcome back on Dump Day.
Hello, everybody. This is the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave
and Ellen. And I totally forgot to look up what episode it is because it's just the new Dynamic Dudios.
She's having a day. I think it's episode 144, 145.
Yes, 144.
Yes.
It's episode 144, but it'll always be number 2 to us. And talking about 2, it's just the two of us today.
We are Sans guests today.
Yeah, the Dynamic Poo-O.
We haven't done a duo a solo episode in so long.
I know.
It's like weird.
It's been weird to try to book new guests recently because life is getting back to quote unquote normal.
People have things to do apparently.
Yeah, they don't want to be on our shit show anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll rectify that soon. We have some pretty fun guests coming up, so that's gonna,
We'll rectify
we'll
that.
rectify it. We'll rectify it. For sure, we're gonna right this ship. But we have some fun stuff for you today. But first, like always, we're gonna go into our check-in. So
Yes.
I'll go first because I'm sure Ellen's got some long thing. I've only gone to the bathroom once today.
What?
I know, it's shocking. This is like so weird. I've not been working out this week because I've been busy with work. And then by the time I'm ready to work out, it's like super late. I just get lazy. And so today I have to go. I got to shoot today, actually. So I have to figure out when I'm supposed to go for this run. It's going to go tomorrow morning. But I only had one shit today, and it was a loose 5.
Ooh.
So that is something I'm looking to fix. I'll get into that later. I'll loop back with that and why I want to get that fixed. But yeah, my normal 5, a little on the looser side.
Well, I think I pooped today, but I had a very stressful day today. Long story short, the cops were at my apartment again because of the crackhead. So my whole day has been like a crazy blur. I feel like, but recently I've been like pinching off 1s and 2s. Not that great. A couple 4s sprinkled in. But tinkled in. But I did go to a party over the weekend for Halloween, and I know this episode's coming out way later than that, but Dave was there, and we went to this very fancy house with multiple bathrooms, and I still have peed in almost every toilet in their bathroom in their house but one. It's my goal to pee in every single toilet in one visit. So I was in their the main master bedroom bathroom, and I was like, I gotta pee. I'll go pee here. And I look, and they have a fancy freaking Toto bidet where the toilet seat raises, the seat's warm, the seat's like doing all this craziness. The minute you even just like look at it, I winked at it. It winked back. And so I'm sitting there, and I started taking some drugs, and I was like, you know what? And the drugs were mushrooms and weed, nothing crazy. And I was like, ooh, I think I got to pinch off.
Crystal meth.
Yeah, crystal meth. No crystal meth here. But I pinched off a turd, and I went to figure out their Toto bidet, and I couldn't figure it.
It looked really fancy. I had a remote control and everything.
I showed Dave later. I was like, look at this. Can you figure this out?
Yeah. It was pretty fancy.
It was kind of a messy poo. So I had to like keep getting up and wetting toilet paper to wipe, because otherwise I was just wiping and brown. And I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting on a Toto bidet and I can't figure it out.
I mean, if you had you not been high, you might have been able to do it a little bit.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
I showed it to you.
That thing looked pretty complicated. Now, granted, I didn't like dig in. I didn't like, I was pretty high myself, so I didn't like really look at it, inspect it, but it looked very complicated.
It was very complicated.
I would love to have a Toto toilet. The remote control seemed a bit excessive. Yeah. But, I mean, look, there's always next time when you go there. So you have to check, ask them, get a tutorial. I know. I'm going to have to ask them. And then they had this amazing spread of food, which I mostly got down with like the crudité than anything. Because when I'm high on mushrooms, I just want to eat like crunchy, watery vegetables. So I was eating a lot of carrots and celery. But they brought out this dish of like what was fried cheese, but it almost looked like pieces of French fries. And I maybe ate about 10 of those. And the next day, my farts were peeling the paint off the wall. They were loud, long, and insanely stinky. I mean, when you like your own brand, you could just giggle a little. This I did not like. It was hurting me how bad it smelled. I hate the way my farts smell too, in general. But you're eating like hard fried cheese. I mean, what do you think it's going to smell like? I was high on drugs. I didn't think about the aftermath. Oh my God. Yeah. I had some farting issues, but nothing too crazy. I didn't eat any of that stuff except for like some carrots, and I ate a ton of macaroons, which was not in my calorie counter budget, but I didn't eat dinner. So I figured one canceled the other out, but I ate a lot of those macaroons. I did eat a couple of the macaroons insanely too. Good. But the cheese, I could not stop. And we were dipping the cheese in some green dip. There you go. Yeah. There you go. That was like a hummus dip or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's
it's like
that's the source of your farts.
Fibrous celery and fried cheese.
And the fucking dip.
And
Oh
the
my
dip-
god.
yes.
Of course.
My ass was on fire.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, I mean, it's not shocking.
I haven't had that stinky of farts in years.
Well, I mean, all those things in your body, and plus the drugs, your body's probably like, we got to get rid of this.
Yeah, if we ever do like a fartathon, I now need to get a hold of that fucking
Oh my
cheese.
god, yeah, the cheese. You just got to recreate that whole. Okay, what was I taking again?
And I
Putting
thought
out the
like
right mixture.
like raw cauliflower instant farts, sunchokes instant farts. I never thought that this cheese would literally peeling the paint.
I feel like cheese backs me up a little bit, makes me gassy. But lately, I didn't eat feta.
Ooh.
Or goat cheese. I don't eat too much anyway. But yeah, that probably explains a lot of your stinky ass farts. So, mystery solved. Well, again, since we have no guests, we do have a plethora of things to discuss on this show.
Yes, we do.
Yes, the first being, I'll let Ellen cue it up.
So in our past couple episodes, we have talked about the Blue Poop Challenge, and we posted it on TikTok. Yes. We told you about our journey. The 2 episodes ago, Dave pooped first, and I hadn't even pooped when we recorded. Then I finally pooped for the second episode. But I have a Dom friend of mine who we need to bring on this show. She's one of the Doms that haven't been on. Majesty May. And I wrote to her and I was like, dude, you gotta do this Blue Poop Challenge, because she has the kind of digestive tract that Dave has, where she eats something and poop comes out like 30 minutes later. That's why she's so good at toilet training, because she can literally eat and within 30 minutes she can shit in a guy's mouth.
We all have our superpowers, I guess.
She's a little superhero. So anyway, she did the Blue Poop Challenge, was posting about it, giving us props, which thank you, Majesty May.
Yeah.
Then one of her clients was like, oh my God, you're going to poop blue. I want to buy this poop from you. Then she had another client say, I want to buy it too.
Damn.
Then she had a third client said, let's get in on this and bid. She had a bidding war
For her blue shit.
for her blue shit. And I'm going to tell you how much she made.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I need to know how much.
The final...
Before you say it first, let me take a wild guess. Okay. Is it... I'll go 3 times. Is it above... Okay, it's definitely above $100, but I'm guessing like $3,000. $3,000 higher?
Lower.
Lower, okay. 1,500.
Lower.
Shit. 750?
Higher.
1,000.
Higher.
1,200.
Lower.
Just tell me.
She final bid closed at $1,150.
That's a lot for blue shit. Ugh.
But she only did this experiment for her own, like trying to figure out her own digestive speed and track, and ended up literally, we flushed ours down the toilet.
She made a bunch of money.
I spent money making those muffins. She literally turned blue shit into gold.
She made a nice little profit there. I mean, first of all, I think I should like have a fake OnlyFans like account with some sexy women on there, and I just sell blue poop. Yeah. Because I mean, fuck it, like they're not gonna know.
Yeah.
I'll do the deep fake thing.
Yeah.
I'll just put like.
No, I'm just really frustrated that our poop is not as valuable.
I mean, some people just they like what they like. But I mean, seriously, it's gonna make a fake account with a fake dominatrix, and then be like, I'm selling this thing starting at $500. Yeah. Bam, done.
The funnier part is we at Hey Poopy have been trying to monetize this show. We have had advertising on here. We've done parties. Watch that this is the way we monetize, by selling shit.
Oh, I mean, look, if it meant I didn't have to really work again, that'd be fantastic. No one's got to really know. Well, I guess I know now.
Yeah.
So
if anybody out there.
Yeah, if you see us rolling around in new Teslas, we're selling a lot of blue shit. Life's good.
If anybody out there wants to buy Dave and I's poo, just email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, let us know. I have a feeling you're going to get way more requests than I would. But you never know.
As we learned from our scat play guy, there is a sexual preference
there is. There is. But
But
I'm
you
just-
would think
I think
poop
mine's
is
gonna
poop
be,
is poop.
I have a feeling mine's going to be a little bit lower. Well, who knows? We'll see. We'll see if our inbox gets flooded with that kind of request. Yeah, so the Blue Poop Challenge was fun, and
And
shout
God
out
bless
to
Majesty May.
Yeah, I mean, like she's doing the work that we all wish we could do.
I want to bring her on come the new year, but
Yeah.
I feel like we've had so much sexual people on recently. We wanted to spread it out a little bit.
I would really love to know what she bought with the 1100, or she just paid her mortgage or rent or car payment. I want to know. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. She's made $1,100 selling her shit, which is pretty incredible.
But thanks
so.
to our idea, I mean, we should maybe. I'm not Majesty May. You don't have to do this, but
we get a cut,
we should get a cut.
finder's fee, a
Yes.
pooper's fee.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, just saying, like 10%.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. I'll help her. I'll make the fucking muffins for her.
Yeah,
She gives us 10%.
fuck it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We should reach out to the Dom community or the shitting community and be like, hey, Poopy Blue Muffins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just we'll mail them to you.
Yeah. I'll help them make videos.
I wonder if
photos.
someone like this. I wonder if anybody would buy like skid mark blue underwear. Oh, like they have a whole like every color under the rainbow. So that's pretty cool.
I think the colors are just like beet shit and blue muffin shit.
You can probably get green dye. You can just go crazy with it. Tons of food coloring out
I mean,
there.
my blue poo wasn't very blue. It was more green.
Yeah, mine was like electric blue. I mean, the photo I took did not like even do justice of like how blue it was. And my wife's shit was super blue. I didn't look at her. She just told me. She's like, "Oh my god, it's like almost glowing."
I couldn't believe how mine was like kind of a darkish teal color. And I feel like because I'm just absorbing things, but I was thinking to the point because it took almost 2 days for that shit to come out of me. Like, was my skin going to turn blue? You know how like people who eat too many carrots, their skin starts turning orange?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, maybe. I mean, the
if I did it once a week, would I turn into a Smurf?
Possibly. I mean, I've heard those things where people like they eat carrots and just go totally orange and all that shit because they go crazy with it. So yeah, you never know. But that's a lot of blue. That's a lot of blue dye to be ingesting. If you ate all like a dozen of those things, I think Jesus, you'd be shitting blue for weeks.
But how gross would it be if I turned blue?
It would be very gross. It'd be like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory and the shit factory. Woo.
Violet turning violet.
I'm still amazed that she got that much money for her shit. That's pretty amazing. So
thanks to our idea.
Yeah. It had to be a log, but whatever. That's congratulations, Majesty May.
And the person who came up with, we didn't come up with the blue poop challenge. This has been on something that's been on the internet for a little bit. So, but the person who originally came up with it, do you think that she had in mind that a dominatrix would
I don't think so. No, it's like everything else. Like, I'm going to do this thing and then it gets ruined. It's not getting ruined, but you know what I mean? They're probably like in their head, they're like, this is going to be this really cool thing and funny challenge and like we're doing health thing. Wait, people are selling their shit? There's always a hack. So kudos to her. But yeah, I definitely don't think the originators are like, you know what? People are going to, I mean, probably, I'm sure at some back like office meeting, they're probably like, someone's going to be selling their shit for this thing. Like no one said that out loud, but they kind of like knew. They're like, we're not even going to talk about that because we're not going to get the okay to do this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the poop challenge is fun. So if you're out there, check it out, try it. And you can see it on our TikTok. And it was very fun.
It was fun. I actually just was DMing with one of our brand new fans. I don't know if they want us to say our name, but they sent me the woman trapped in the window after trying to retrieve her poo.
Yeah,
that's circling again.
Yeah, we did that story, right?
Yeah, we've totally done that story.
Yeah.
And I was like, we read this, and they were like, oh, I just started listening. I love your show. And I was like, thanks so much for listening, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, I didn't want to listen to the guy in the scat doing the scat play, probably because I'm a garbage human being. This is what he's saying. I've been exposed to shit more than most, but damn, that was super fascinating.
Yeah. It was fascinating and intense.
Yeah. But I was like, thanks. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So, I mean, there might be episodes out there that you guys are like, ooh, I don't know if I could listen to that. But the way we interview these people, it ends up becoming just fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, once you get past the gross part, it's just more like a sit down chat that happens to involve being covered in shit. But I mean, I want to know about that.
Yeah.
I think you would too.
Yeah.
So check it out.
We started this podcast 3 years ago. I've been dying to know about this stuff.
Yeah, it's intense. Well, moving along, we have a story that Ellen's bringing to the show from
My friend Laura sent me
Yes.
this story. She's called it the Laura family poop story. We had just returned from home from a weekend of family camping trip. My father, my sister, and I were so desperate to get time in the bathroom as we city folk had no luck making a movement in nature. The problem was our house only had one bathroom, and my sister and I barricaded it the second we stepped foot inside. The joy of finally releasing an overdue dump is something I'm sure we can all relate to. In this particular instance, we had forgotten that somebody else needed the bathroom just as badly as we had. That's when I found our dad on his way up from the basement with a crumpled up newspaper he was taking to the outside garbage bin. He had laid out the newspaper and taken a shit in our basement while we were in the bathroom. It's the strangest thing he's ever done. But he always says, you can never let that moment pass when your body is ready to release. The man is a prophet.
That is hilarious. Wow. Dad took a dump on a newspaper like a dog in the basement.
Yeah. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than going in your pants.
Yep.
So that is so fucking fantastic.
Laura, thank you so much for sharing the
thanks,
story.
Laura.
And if anybody else has a story out there, please email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and
we
we'll read
love
it.
reading them on
Yeah.
the show.
It's a great story. And there's plenty out there, so send them in, please. Nice. That was a good one. I like that one.
We just got another email read from
Someone named Levi.
who's sent us a story before.
Oh, yes. Levi's been featured on the show before. So this is a new one. Okay. Here we go. Apologies for me hacking. I'm reading this on my phone, so this will be good. This one is not as good in my opinion. Here it is. That's definitely a typo. Anyway, last month I was shooting a face-sitting scene with a fetish content creator named Mistress Magenta. Not her real mistress name, because I told her I was sending this story to you guys. She chose the name. And when we had finished, we were just chatting. She was talking about how she does a lot of fart fetish content, and I said, yeah, there's a big market for that, I hear. So we talked about possibly shooting a video with farting. I told her I've done it before, and it was no big deal. We plan... Sorry, I'm just cracking up because I'm just thinking about his last story and this one too. So I apologize, Levi. Anyway, I've done it before. It was no big deal. We could plan for it next time whenever. And then that led into a conversation about scat, how it's definitely the most extreme fetish. Oh, it definitely is the most extreme fetish. I mean, that's 100% I've ever participated in. I told her that same story I told you guys, and she laughed hysterically. She asked me if she could drop one little nugget on me. Oh, nice pun there.
How does she have that control?
I don't know. I mean, one little nugget. That's like, I would not be able to do that. It's all coming out.
Yes, all or nothing.
I said, hell no, which led to her convincing me for 15 minutes. That's all? 15 minutes? That's pretty good, Levi. Finally, I said the only reason I did it for the first time is because I got paid more. And I don't think I would even do it again. She said, quote, it's one nugget on your chest. If it's not that bad, we could talk about playing more and doing a full video. Please, please, please. I don't know if I'm a pussy, a pushover, or the most easygoing guy on the planet. But the words just one came out of my mouth.
How do you control just one?
I think I know where this is going here, by the way. Oh. So anyway, just one came out of my mouth. And I was laying on the floor. I put a trash bag flat over my chest because obviously she squatted over me, still giggling. Now, this next part is really going to fuck Dave up. Oh, Levi.
Calling you out.
Yeah, oh, definitely, Levi. You know me very well. I already know where this is going. So before you even said that, I'm like, ooh, here we go. At least you put the bag over you. I thought I was going to be bare-chested. So back to the story. I closed my eyes and I could hear the squishing of it coming out. Oh, it missed the plastic. Oh. Landed smack dab on my cheek. Oh my God. It was really warm too. Like almost hot. I don't remember feeling that the first time. Probably because I was panicking. LOL. I'm panicking now. I am thankful it didn't land in my mouth or eyes. But still, Jesus Christ. And it hit me kind of hard and made me jolt from the anticipation. All I remember is it smelled like coffee, LOL. Ooh. I mean, this didn't smell like shit. I'm sure it smelled like shit and coffee, but still, that's better than just pure shit.
But you hate coffee, so now you doubly hate it.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'll take coffee over shit any day. So I'm just throwing that out there. It was the morning, so it makes sense, but it was literally like strong coffee, which I thought was the wildest thing. I remember my exact words being, quote, "That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That did not just happen." She ran and got a tissue. By the way, she's crying. She's laughing so hard, she's crying. She pulled it off my face, and I went and scrubbed my cheek. It's all good. We were both laughing and still text each other to laugh about it once in a while. But yeah, that's my story. Great story, Levi.
Yeah, he played that down.
Yeah, you were like, it's not as good as my other one. I mean, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, the last one was pretty awesome too. This is pretty great.
But I love how neither of us read that story before just now, but I love how meta it was that he called you out while you're reading.
Thank you for that. Because like I was like, this is not going to end well. But again, like, Jesus Christ, one nugget. That's hilarious. There's no way I could ever say that because one nugget's not coming out.
There is no way I can control that.
Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, that's just impossible. That's ass control.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Oh my goodness.
My God.
Well, Levi, thanks again. You're the best. And any more stories you want to send in, let us know.
Yes.
Or if you want to be like Levi, just send us an email at gmail.com. Sorry, I'm going to the website already, but you can go to the website as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, send those stories in, and we will read them on this show.
Yeah, you can go to the website for the hotline and just call it in.
Yeah, I mean, either one, we'll take it.
Yeah. I asked this friend of mine months ago to write a kind of like a book report on his Fist Fest adventure, and he said he was going to do it, but then I just texted him right before recording and I was like, are you still going to send that? And he said no, he's been busy, but I can just repeat all the stories that he told me.
Okay, cool.
So he told me, so this is kind of secondhand, but at least it's really interesting.
Right.
He said that it was like at a sexual resort in Georgia, Fist Fest, and there was probably about like 80 people there, which I'm not surprised. I don't know if I'm surprised that that's too little or too much. Yeah,
I don't know what the range would be that would make it like crazy over the top, but I mean, it's still a lot of assholes.
Yeah, a lot of assholes. It was all gay. There were no straight couples there or women. There was like a pool and like banners hanging all over the place, like bear flags. Yeah.
Wow.
At this resort. No, only in the resort.
Gotcha. Still, but this Georgia, that's pretty fucking wild.
Like in the boonies.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he told me that he basically just drank Gatorade and ate some candy the entire weekend. So I was like, I couldn't function off of so little,
no.
But I guess he was functioning off of adrenaline and sugar.
Electrolytes.
Yeah. Because he wanted to stay cleaned out so that no accidents happen. And he met many people. He met this like guy who does famous prolapse porn who was there, who's like one of the, I guess, Fist Fest sponsors this person. And showed me one of the prolapse porn and how he can almost control it like an alien.
Oh my God, no. No. Sorry. You do you, but that's intense.
Yeah, it like crawls out of your butthole and crumbs back in.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Sorry, that's disgusting.
Dave's gonna throw up.
Just the thought of that, like I'm also okay. I'm a little grossed out by that, whatever. But I'm also thinking about how my wife would react to something like that, and she would fucking lose her. I mean, it would be a wrap. It would be like, oh, dude, we're done. Like she would divorce me so fast if I tried something like that.
But there's pornos out there for that.
Yeah.
And my friend met like some amazing people and talked to, like, it was just like a great weekend, he said. And then the craziest part to him telling me the stories, because I was all ears, and I'm, as I always say, I'm not going to yuck anybody's young, and I was very curious about the whole thing, and I've heard about Fist Fest in the past, but the thing that I like stopped in my own tracks is he said that he took 200 punches to his butthole.
Oh, I've never wanted a speed bag sound effect so bad right now.
But when he told me that, I just sat there like, oh.
That's a lot. 200.
Yeah, and I'm proud of him for reaching an accomplishment that he wanted to, but I didn't know how to process that news.
That is, wow. That is a lot.
Because when your friends tell you something exciting, you're like, "Good for you! Oh, how was that?"
Yeah.
I just sat there like,
Yeah. You're like, what? You're like, what's that now? Did you say 200 punches?
And I guess from what I understand, they counted it down for him. That's how he knows how many.
God. So was it like, guys, I'm done. I can't do another one, or is it like we're just going to go to 200 and see what you got left in the tank?
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't know.
Oh, so many questions about that. That's intense.
Yeah.
200 ass punches.
And my friend was a top and a bottom all weekend, learning different things about depth and the second hole. Yeah.
God.
And telling me about the different kinds of lube and that we've talked about with Brandon from Rieger or Michael Vegas. But it's some one of those things where I so hope, Dave, you and I could go there.
I don't even know how I'd react to something like that. I think it's just going to be like, I don't think I'd be engrossed. I think I'd just be like in shock the whole time. At least the first hour.
Yes.
Where you're just like, and then by the end of the weekend, you're like, yeah, whatever. You guys get your fists in assholes,
You also told me that the people in charge of the event did lay out like food, and nobody touched it.
Of course. Like,
yeah.
I feel like sex or orgy food stuff is, I don't know. I'm not hungry thinking about that at all. Like, I'd be like, I'll just get something after. Like, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, because one person's going to be all fucked up and accidentally put his hands in the Fritos.
After his hand spin in somebody's butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, did I leave a gummy bear in this guy's ass? Some carrot sticks.
And then he said that there was like a town creeper that like was kind of just like lurking around and people had to like get rid of. Like a townie.
I bet you that guy was probably like, I want to be in Fist Fest, but I can't because I live in Georgia in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I can't come out. This looks so fun.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit, that's intense, man. 200 punches to to your asshole. That just sounds like, that's traumatizing.
Yeah. Yes.
But I mean, your friend's like an athlete.
But I don't think this person was traumatized at all. I think that they just reached a goal.
Yeah. It's traumatizing to me listening to that. I'm sure for him, I mean, clearly he loved it because I mean, he did it 200 times. That's like insane. I can't even process that in my brain.
I can't process one time.
Yeah. Let alone another 199 more.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay. Well,
but bravo to my friend.
Yeah. Thanks for that Fist Fest report. I've been dying to hear about this. So this is that's pretty excellent. Oh my God. Fist Fest. I mean, at some point, I guess we'll be there, which is going to be interesting.
Or Rieger's Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Let's be walking around with like underwear or shorts and say like no.
Press only.
Yeah. Press only. Exit. Press only. No fists.
No fists.
It's like a big circle of the fist with a crossed out sign in the back.
I could see Dave, you and I wearing like GIMP masks the whole time to hide our,
a GIMP mask with like a plastic guard shield face mask and I like the idea of press t-shirts or press jacket.
Hey, Poopy Press on the prow.
We're just covering, pretend like we're not even here. A giant boom mic just comes into the frame. Oh my God, that's so great. Well, moving right along, I was not talking about earlier my check-in about how I wanted to work on my shitting, or at least get it a little more normalized, for lack of a better term. So I did this thing called Viome, and Richard, who was it? Richard? Why am I flicking on his name right now? Kimberly K's donor friend, Edward. Thank you. Like I was teasing earlier, I want to get my shits to be completely a lot more denser and a little more fibrous and just a little healthier. So
I've been talking to you about this for
and I've tried. I mean, I will say the papaya extract is the one thing that's been helping me, but I think I just got to work. So anyway, long story short, we interviewed this guy Edward, who was great. And he talked about this company called Viome where they did a little gut test. So I did a little digging around and jumped into some hoops, but I got my results. It's a giant gut health test thingy bob, which I just totally made it sound like it's just like I went to Kmart or something like that. So
well,
anyway,
this wasn't cheap either. Like, this is fancy.
I mean, it's not super. It's not. Sorry, this is not as fancy as the one I want to do for the both of us, where it's just like a full GI mapping. Like, just
Yeah, the one
that's
that
really expensive.
Bunny and Kimberly talked about.
This is more like 125, 130 bucks. And you send in a little piece of shit. Which, by the way,
let's start at the beginning.
Let's start at the
How
beginning.
did you send in your
Yes.
little piece of shit?
Well, this is some of the hoops I had to go through. First of all, New York State does not allow you to send any kind of like material like that. So
Biohazard.
yeah. So, and anybody listening right there, I don't think I'd be arrested for this, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what I wound up doing was I sent it to a friend's place, the kit to my friend's place in Connecticut. My wife was doing a show in Connecticut, so it was great. I mailed it out. A month later, we were in Connecticut doing the show, hanging out for the weekend. So I did all my testing at her apartment. Shout out to Vivian.
Shout out to Connecticut for
Shout out to Connecticut.
being okay with biohazard poo.
Yeah, thanks for just help me with my shit. So do all this stuff. I take a dump on this little weird little disposable paper thing in the toilet, like a little pair of underwear for your toilet, and that was so fucking gross, by the way. I was like, oh my god. And it was like the smallest little turds. It's like, it was tiny. So
It's
anyway,
like what Levi's mistress said
kinda,
she
yeah.
was going to do.
So basically, you take a little pea-sized spoon thing, you put it in this vial with this solution, and you just shake it up. You shake it up like the Polaroid picture. You just shake it up, and then you just pop it back in this bag, you seal it in a little plastic bag, and you put that into another bag, and you mail that out. Super simple, or so we thought. So the next day, we went to go drive into the show. We go drop in the mailbox, and it didn't fit in her mailbox.
Oh no.
So we're like, fuck. And it's like she lives in a compound area, it's like a little apartment complex. So the mailboxes are small, but it's like you'd think the box itself is huge. But anyway, it wouldn't fit the little slot. So I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry, but can you fucking mail this for me, please? So again, I love Vivian so much. She took my shit and then mailed it for me the next day.
That's a true friend.
True friend. I love her so much. So anyway, a month goes by, almost a month, 3 weeks go by. I finally got the results.
Ooh.
And one complaint though, Viome, let's work on this app, because when I got the alert that I got my results in, the app was just spinning for a full day. I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to work on the website. And finally, the day after I get my results, I can finally check it out. Which, admittedly, I will say, I have not gone through every single one because it's pretty vast. But I will say that my gut microbiome health, out of 100, it goes from 0 to 100, is a 38.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that a good? That's low,
bad.
right?
That's
Ooh.
bad. Now, granted, a lot of these things are, it sounds worse than it is. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's just the way that I'm missing some key nutrients,
Malabsorption.
yeah. So basically, for example, I should be taking 83 milligrams of ginger a day.
Ooh, I like that.
This stuff called inulin. I don't know what that is, but I got to take that. Acetyl L-carnitine. There's a ton of words I can't even pronounce that are on here. So I've got some investigations to do. I got some supplements to buy. And I mean, I do take dandelion, extract, and that's been really nice. So basically they're saying there's little spots of my microbiome that aren't working as well as they could be. And I found out, I mean, it runs the whole list of nutrition as far as what you should be eating, what to stay away from. So my food list, let me bring this up. I'm jumping all over the place, and I'll give a little more detailed check-in another time. But basically, my avoid and minimize. I'm not allowed to. I should avoid beets, which I don't really like. I don't fuck with beets too much, but I like beet juice. Can't drink beets. Coffee, don't drink coffee. Not a big deal. Cucumber.
Whoa.
It says avoid cucumber.
Nope.
Your microbiome contains cucurbit aphid-borne yellow virus associated RNA, which is known to infect cucumber. Since plant viruses in the microbiome have been associated with immune stimulation, it is recommended that you avoid cucumbers.
Wow. I thought cucumbers are just like water.
Me too. Tomato. Now, I don't like raw tomatoes like that, so it's not a big deal, but salsa, tomato paste, tomato sauce, whatever.
Pasta sauce.
Yeah, thank you. I can't even talk.
Pizza.
But yes, pizza. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Tomatoes, I put tomatoes in everything, like grind them up. So I'm supposed to like, those are the only things I'm supposed to completely avoid, which was shocking. I thought it was going to be a way bigger list.
My favorite is a cucumber tomato salad, especially
See, right
in the
there
summer.
would be like, I mean, the cucumber for sure, but the tomato part would kill me. I'd be like, oh. But I have to minimize.
What is the company called again?
Viome, Viome. Viome. And yeah, but there's stuff on here like I'm supposed to minimize cane sugar, which we use like the raw sugar. Not a big deal. I don't eat too much of that. Chestnuts. I don't think I've ever eaten a chestnut before. I mean, maybe I have.
I love chestnuts.
Coconut water. I can't stand the taste of coconut water.
Oh.
Corn. Minimize corn, which is not a big deal because that's mainly a summer thing. So I'm not going to run the whole list, but it's a big list of minimize. A green tea. I drink green tea all the time. I'm supposed to minimize green tea.
That's good for you.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
You know what? I would take the supplements first.
Yeah.
And see how you do.
Totally.
Maybe you don't have to. I mean, some of these things are. I mean, I get it. When we interviewed Bunny, she was like, there are things that you think are healthy and for her gut was not healthy,
I have a friend who found out she was allergic to a lot of vegetables, and she's a vegetarian.
No, fuck that.
So it's just like, you never know. So I'm just thinking like maybe because I have a weak gallbladder, so processed foods for sure fuck me up, like fried chicken specifically. So that's not I know some of this stuff, but that's like some stuff in here that's in this like little readout. I'm like, what? And like, there's like apples I can eat. Like you have a list of superfoods they give you. So it's a pretty thorough.
Read the foods that you can eat.
I mean, there's a ton, but I'll go through a couple of them. Alfalfa sprouts, apples, artichokes, asparagus, avocado, bone broth,
Ooh,
cabbage, chard. I mean, a bunch of these I eat. Fennel, I love fennel. Garlic, love garlic. Ghee, have that. Ginger, grapefruit. Can't stand grapefruit.
Oh, I love grapefruit.
Hemp hearts, hot peppers, Jerusalem artichokes.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, jicama, leeks, lentils, mung bean sprouts. I mean, I've had those before. Olive oil, love that. Oregano. So a lot of this stuff I eat already, but I was shocked about the green tea minimizing that because I drink that all the fucking time. So maybe something in green tea that like.
But maybe, I mean, like, I know this test was not cheap, but like maybe if you so I last year had what was considered high cholesterol, and there's nothing really in my diet that would have raised my cholesterol, but I was told from a friend of mine that it was because I was making French press coffee. When you do French press coffee versus like filtered drip coffee, you get more of the cholesterol from coffee.
Oh, so the filter sort of strips out some of the bad cholesterol parts. Interesting.
So I switched, and for about a year now, I've been doing Chemex, like a drip coffee. My cholesterol dropped 20 points.
Interesting. Okay.
Just from coffee. So maybe it's just, I honestly think it's about moderation.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, some of these like these parts in this report that came back, it'd be like good, like average, above average. But then there's like 5 things, like little small things. And my doctor said the same thing. She gave me a whole test and everything. She's like, your liver levels look kind of high. And it was like 1 or 2 points over the normal. And I just stopped like drinking as much.
Yeah.
Like, and that was, I mean, I wasn't even drinking that much, but I just kind of curbed like that stuff. And
moderation.
It totally came down. So yeah, I mean, but I will say though, the ginger thing is nice because I feel like that's really good with digestion.
Completely.
And I probably don't eat enough of that anyway. So that'll be a good thing.
You should do what I do and just get the old people day of the week.
Well, I have that,
pill.
But now I got to add more supplements too. Like with this list, I got
your papaya in there.
So I have to go and sort of figure out what are the things I can get to add to this. Because of course, like this Viome come up is like. They recommend all this stuff, but you can pay a boatload of money to have them send out a personalized supplement regimen to you. But I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's like so expensive. So I'm just going to basically take some of the stuff that I can get over the counter fairly easily and then just, incorporate it into and see what happens. And like I can go back and retest if I want, like months later, if I want to even do that. But so I'm going to check it out and see if my digestion works and see if my poops are a little bit like,
solider.
Yeah. Again, the papaya extract, fantastic. But if I can use some other stuff that I don't need it, that'd be even better.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. But I think it would be hilarious. Well, one quick note. 2 things, actually. I thought it'd been hilarious to send in the blue poop sample. The guy would have been like, what the fuck? And then secondly, that weekend we were in Connecticut, the night before, we had because Connecticut's got awesome pizza. So I was like, fuck it. I did a 10K run that morning, and we got pizza that night. And I'm wondering if like some of the pizza and the drinking, like in my sample the next morning, was kind of like,
Well, that'd be an interesting test. Like, do 1 week where you eat like really clean,
Yeah.
no alcohol,
sort of see.
and then test it, and then do a week where you just party hard and test it.
So I'm still gonna take this as like as fact, which is great. But to your point, I'm wondering like if I had kept eating like sort of healthier before I did this test, would it have made a difference? But I don't know. So we're gonna check that out. But I was shocked, 38 out of 100. I'm like, that's like a surprise test that you forgot to study for in high school. You're like,
Whoops.
shit, I failed the shit out of that test. So yeah. Anyway, so that's my Viome experience. There'll be more check-ins with that later.
I'll try to email that company and see if we can get them on the show.
That'd be great.
Because then we can ask them some of these questions.
Yeah.
But I also still want to do the GI mapping.
Yeah, that's the one I really want to do.
If somebody wants to sponsor us, or I can even call the GI mapping place, we want to know more about our poo.
Yeah, I mean that thing is like way more intense from what I've learned about this Viome thing. So if someone out there wants to sponsor us, we will.
Yes.
That'd be great. We'll wear a T-shirt to sponsored by. All that. It'll be fantastic.
I know how they can sponsor us. Buy our poo.
Yeah, buy our poo. Go on Patreon, and there's a bunch of ways you can support us.
Oh my God. I should change one of the tiers on Patreon to like $1,000 for Ellen and Dave's blue poo.
Oh my God, please do that. Some maniac's gonna do it. Please do that. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
But
my
the sad
God.
thing is like we'll get kicked off of Patreon.
Maybe we won't say poo. We'll say like blue chew. Well, actually, no. I think actually I take it back. I think blue chew is like a erectile dysfunction. So not blue chew. Blue foo.
Blue foo.
Yeah. Blue foo. Wink, wink.
Oh my
Someone
God.
from Patreon's like, these motherfuckers. All right. So moving right along.
My goodness.
Well, one other thing I want to talk about of my asshole. We're teasing a thing we're doing for our 3rd anniversary.
Yes.
And we're partnering up with the amazing Dr. Evan Goldstein and his crew.
At Bespoke Surgical.
Yes, check them out. And should I just say it now, or should I just wait
Do
until I'm gonna have my butthole lightened, which I never thought I would say those words ever. And this is gonna be. I got the cream today. This is early November, so this is going down in like early December. So I got about a month, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. My wife was like, she's like, what?
Well, when this episode comes out, it'll be the week you're gonna go get your asshole bleached.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple weeks after that, and I think it's like the 3rd week of January is our official 3rd anniversary. So we are going to do a live, but not so live, but a report.
It'll be happening live while it's happening, but the show will not be live.
Yeah.
So that should be kind of fun.
But I will be in the next room.
Yeah. This is for this goddamn show. So just people out there, just respect that.
Well,
this is not cosmetic. I don't care.
gave my butthole up.
You did, yeah. So
2 years ago.
Yeah. I'm only doing the one sesh. I'm not going back. There's no need, but it's more the experience.
But I do need to ask your wife to look at your butthole before and after.
Oh yeah, which I'm supposed to be thrilled about.
So she can make notes of if the bleaching actually took.
Yeah. Woo. So anyway, there's a little teaser for you on that one. And with that, I want to get into this awesome news report, which I am pissed.
No shitty choices for the two of us.
I guess we could. Yeah, I to be honest with you, I thought we had so much stuff that it looks like we have room for a shitty choice. All right, so now I don't think we did this one. You sent this one to me.
Oh.
And I can't remember this, but this is a pretty good one.
Shitty choices.
Brought to you by Shitty Choices. Is eat poop.
Ooh.
Or eat a dead baby.
Ugh.
That was the best. Ooh.
I think that answered it.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to eat the poop.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't eat a dead baby.
Ew.
I mean, if there's a way to get the stem cell thing out of a dead baby, then maybe Like, how dead are we talking about?
Yeah, like a 5-week-old aborted fetus.
Yeah, or is it like, baby
Texas
just died?
style?
Baby just died. Yeah, baby just died like 10 seconds ago. I mean, it's
No,
still.
cannibalism is like my hard no.
Yeah, I gotta eat shit. All right, so I guess it's gonna be poop.
Cannibalism versus poop.
Yeah.
Poop will win.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Cannibalism will always be my hard no.
Now, if you were in a plane crash and there happened to be a dead baby and the poop, I might have to go with the baby to survive a little bit. If it meant
No, I would still go with the poop.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oof. Okay, so we're both on team eat poop. Oh my God. That's disgusting. All right, so let's go into some news. So this news story, I'm pissed I did not know about this.
Oh, Lordy.
And I heard about it on Howard Stern. They had some guy that was doing it was Cocktober on the Stern show. And this guy was doing stupid human penis tricks.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy named Pierce Paris, I think he's an adult film star. He had this thing called the Running Butthole Challenge. He started. The gag was... let me back up. The Running Butthole Challenge it's a hashtag that started on the internet, and participants run toward and dive on top of a camera resting on the ground while exposing their bare anus. So the idea being that you just run like at your phone and you just spread your cheek, like you want to see your asshole as it's hitting the phone, which sounds insane to me, but kind of awesome. This started in June 10th. 2019, yeah. Adult film star Pierce Paris tweeted a video of himself diving toward a camera while exposing his buttocks. This is buttocks is a funny word. By pulling down his shorts. Within 1 week, the tweet garnered over 4,800 likes and 1,000 retweets.
Wow.
So I did a little more investigation on that, and apparently the Running Butthole Challenge is still relatively new on Reddit. So there's a whole Reddit thing called it actually says Running Beehole Challenge community. It has 12.3 thousand members.
Wow.
It's garnered 853 upvotes.
Whoa.
And again, the same thing like I mentioned before, the aim is...
Are you on there?
I just found out about this today.
Okay.
So I might have to hit yes on this because I got to get on this thing. Anyway.
Dave's in charge of our Reddit.
Yeah, which has been kind of going slow, but this might be a new way to open up the floodgates, if you will.
The butt gates.
So... Again, like I told you, it's like you're diving ass first into a camera. The majority of participants, though, have been women.
Oh.
Even though gay porn star Pierce Paris sort of originated it, it's kind of... A lot of women have really gotten into it. And by the way, when you go to this Running Beehole Challenge community on Reddit, it's a lot of just like women, like just asshole, like porn people, but a lot of people are running with their assholes just wide open into the camera. And it's hilarious. Like, and most of them it's on a bed and they just jump like cheek spread, bam. But of course, it's like this Reddit community is basically like, it's just porn. I mean, but still kind of funny. So, I mean, most of Reddit's pretty porn.
I mean, everything's so porn now these days.
Yeah, so, I mean, this thing it was just so fucking funny. And if you go to E-Bomb World, there's so many videos of like this thing on there. And then, but of course, Twitter World just got a hold of this thing. And some of the tweets are on there. Never touching another person's phone again. Hashtag Running Butthole Challenge. Another one. Oh, internet, never change. Hashtag Running Butthole Challenge. Fantastic.
I want to see some of these, but it doesn't look like...
We can't even post these. I guess we could post them on Twitter. We could retweet them on Twitter.
Yeah. But
Instagram, you're going to have to just go out and basically hashtag Running Butthole Challenge and you'll see some funny stuff. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
I'm on Reddit right now and I have to sign in because it's not safe for work.
I should have taken a video. I mean, it's all visual, so it would be useless for us to play it on the show, but it's pretty much as you can imagine. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like, it's really funny. It's a lot of spread assholes onto your camera.
Well, the thing I want to understand about it is if a lot of women are doing it's also a spread vagina challenge.
Oh, it's straight up like vajayjay.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you see the whole full Monty.
Yeah.
Some people do the thing where they come dressed with a dress on or like shorts, and as they're running, they just drop them. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, check that out, people. It's really funny. I wish we thought of that.
Yeah.
That could have caught on like wildfire. So we got to come up with our own butthole challenge.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. We got to think of a good butthole challenge, and that'll be our hashtag. It'll catch on like wildfire.
Well, we were talking about for colorectal cancer awareness month in March, doing ass prints.
Yes.
Where we do pictures of our own butts. We're going to paint and make an ass print, and then do like some kind of auction to raise money for colorectal cancer awareness. So
yeah.
Keep in mind for those people, probably coming in February to have raised the money for March. But we're going to ask some of our celebrity past guests.
For show. So I think that'll be a fun thing. And, who doesn't like butt prints?
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome.
High art.
Yeah.
Of our low butts.
Well, thanks for listening to this Sans guest episode.
We had so much to catch up on.
We had a lot of house cleaning to do. So
thank you, Laura. Thank you, Levi. Thank you to the mystery fist fester.
Yes, thanks to Viome.
For Dave's butt test.
Yeah, thanks for
Majesty May for selling her shit.
I forgot her name. Blue Poop Challenge. I mean, all that stuff. Thanks. Especially thanks to you listening to this show.
Yes.
And thank you for laughing and learning everything but with us.
And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
For more info, go to heypoopypodcast.com or email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. You can send in show ideas, guest requests. Check us out on Twitter at heypoopy, Instagram at heypoopypodcast, TikTok, Hey Poopy Podcast, and our awesome new Facebook fan page. Go check it out at Hey Poopy Podcast. We're also on Discord at Hey Poopy Dumps, or you can contact us at our new awesome hotline, 203-998-5579.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect for Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen. Edited by Dave. Executive producer Stormy Leather. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy!